As part of this section, we have primarily focused on basic transformations using Spark SQL. As part of basic transformations using Spark SQL, we have covered projecting the data, filtering the data, joining the data, then performing the aggregations, and then sorting. Using the knowledge that is gained by going through basic transformations using Spark SQL, let us review the final solution for our problem statement, which is nothing but compute daily product revenue. First, we need to prepare the tables. We need to have orders and order items because some of the fields comes from orders and some of the fields comes from order items, which will facilitate us to solve the problem. And hence, we have to prepare both the tables. Once the tables are created, we have to make sure that data is loaded into those tables. As we need order date from orders and order item product ID as well as order item subtotal, which can be used to compute product revenue from order items, we have to join these two tables, and also we have to apply the condition against order status by comparing with complete or closed status, because we are only interested in computing revenue using complete or closed orders, and hence we have to use where condition and we have to specify that as part of the where. Once we join, we can think about aggregation. As part of the aggregation, in group by we have to specify the keys, which are nothing but order date and order item product ID. As part of the select clause, we need to use order date and order items product ID and sum of order item subtotal with alias using product revenue. Let's go through the series of commands to make sure that all these are executed successfully, and also finally we will validate the results or review the results. I'm dropping the database if it already exists, and then I'm creating the database. Switching to the database, just running this show tables command to ensure that there are no tables at this time. Everything is clean. This will take care of creating the orders table, and this will take care of copying the data into the orders table. This will take care of creating the order items table, and this will take care of copying the data into the order items table. And this is the query which you can use to actually compute daily product revenue. As part of the select clause, we have o.order.date and oi.order.item product ID. O stands for orders and oi stands for order items. On top of these keys, we also have aggregate function, sum of oi.order.item subtotal, and I'm rounding to 2 decimals. That's why we have round function here. We have provided alias as product revenue using as keyword. This is optional anyway. Then we have join using orders and order items, because order date is coming from orders and the other two fields are coming from order items. And then the where clause is used to specify the filter on order status, because we are interested only in complete or closed orders. And as part of the group by, we have the keys on which we want to compute the revenue. This is the final query which can be leveraged to compute daily product revenue. If you want to put a proper perspective around this, you can consider sorting also. As part of the sorting, one of the best way of sorting the data is by date first and then by product revenue in descending order. That way you will be getting the products which are top performing every day at the top, and the products which are worst performing at the bottom within every day. So I can say order by o.order date like this, and then product revenue, which is nothing but the alias that is given to our round of sum of oi.order item subtotal comma 2, and I want to sort in descending order, and hence I'm using DESC, and you should be able to preview the results or review the results here. Are the kind of problems which you can solve using basic transformations with Spark SQL. Another example can be you can actually compute revenue for each customer on daily basis, daily customer revenue using orders and order items. Another example can be just get customer wise revenue. Again, even for that you have to join orders and order items. Try to solve those kind of problems and be comfortable with basic transformations before we get into the other concepts related to managing DDL and DML and windowing functions, etc.